Hello my FNF modders, it's Sir Itch, and today we're adding weeks into FNF. I'd say this is one of the easiest ones to do in Psych Engine, because they make it incredibly easy, which is good when you've just finished your mod and you want a bit of a chill time. So first we need to open up your Psych Engine, and there's one thing you do need of a requirement, actual songs. So in mods, data should be your songs. I've got one called Interruption in my Hello Neighbor mod, which I'm not going to be showing you because I'm making that for my friend who watches my videos. But I'm going to go into my tutorial mod. So I made last time's one called E and I added dialogue. So now I'm going to put that in a week. So what you're going to do is you're going to open it up. I'm going to mute it. There you go. Okay, I'm going to press enter to skip that. And I'm going to press enter again. It's incredibly difficult because my microphone is kind of covering my arrow keys. I don't use WASD normally. What you're going to do is when you're on this menu over here with story mode, free play, etc., you're going to press 7. And you open up this lucky menu, which appears quite often. This is basically like the entire main source of doing everything. In the last episode we did dialogue, which was over here. We also did the character editor, but today we're going to be doing both of these options over here. Now, I don't have a menu character, so we know what this means. Paint 3D. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a frame for a character. I'm going to make them look really bad, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. Transparent canvas. I'm going to make them white, which will look weird, but it will be cool. So I'm going to drag out a little sphere, little cube. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this white, and I'm going to give it some eyes, make it nice and homely, you know. Well, now that I've got this, I'm going to call this number 1. So I'm going to save this as an image. Okay, so I'm going to create a new folder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this Bob Menu Character, I guess. Let's call it that. And I'm going to call this frame 1. What I do is I remember I wanted to do this when I didn't know how to do it, but I wanted to know how to make sprite sheet and XMLs because I just saw everyone else doing it. I was like, how are they doing it? Okay, so my name is number 2, and then I'm gonna make one final frame. You can make as many frames as you want if you are making it this method. So I'm gonna call this frame number 3. I've done this method in every single video. So my USB, it's my sprite sheet and XML generator. Now, this basically just makes your sprite sheets in XML, which are in FNF, without having to do it for you, because some people code them. I don't know how other people do it. I think they use Adobe Animate and it has a feature, but if you don't have Adobe Animate like me, I'm not going to pay a subscription fee every month. You got this instead. So I'm going to call my character name Bob Menu Character _ assets. I'm also going to add a frame image. So on my USB, I'm going to go back to where I saved my Bob, which is in alphabetical order. So I'm going to go to Bob Menu Character, shift select all these frames and click open. Now this is going to be the menu sprites. I'm going to select them all. You can click them like this and unselect them. I'm going to click set animation pose name. You know what I'm going to call it? I think I'm just going to call it idle. Enter. And on this section over here, if you click custom general prefix, you're going to have to. You can add a name before this happens. So if I name this Bob, it will be called Bob Space Idle instead of Idle. So I'm going to call this Bob because so far the character we're making is called Bob. This time he's got a lovely fill color though. So now that we're done, I'm going to click Generate XML, and that says Pick Folder. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put it in your Psych Engine. So I'm going to go to my tutorial one, in Mods, Images, Menu Characters, select folder. Now that happened almost instantly. It might take a bit longer depending on your computer, but it says your files have been generated, check file you selected. You can click OK, now you can close it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click Menu Character Editor. Now it automatically uses the DAD, but obviously it says image file name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Mods, Images, Menu Characters, and I can check what the name is. So I named mine Bob Menu Character. _ assets. Now, if you do mess this up, what will happen is that it might crash your game. So be aware of that. Now, if I open this up, I called it Bob Space Idle. So what it's done is it's just basically made the idle animation, I named it, now the prefix. So it's called Bob Idle. So the animation with XML, what I want, is Bob Idle. Now I click reload chart. Oh my god, chill man, let's scale him down a little bit. This guy looks like he's having a hard time. If you want, you can use the arrow keys. Can you see over here? If I press up arrow key, he goes up. You can also hold shift for 10 times speed. So if you look at it now, because I'm holding shift, it's going to add it by 10, which when you're moving him around, you need. You can also press space to play start animation, in case it's a boyfriend character type where they do like the hey, if you know what I mean, where boyfriend when you press enter does that. Now I've got this guy, epilepsy warning. I'm gonna click save character, and you're gonna put it in the mods images. Oh, come on, and you're gonna put it in the menu characters. I'm gonna call this menu Bob, like that. I'm gonna press enter. Now that you're done, you can press escape or backspace. For me, it's escape. Now that we're in, you can now scroll down to the week editor. It's over here at the top. Now you can press enter. So now that you're on this menu, it may look like there's a lot, but this is actually the simplest thing you can do in FNF. So songs. So what you do is when you make a song, you put the name of your song, comma, space, and then you write the next song of your thing. And then characters. So I can change this. I called it Menu Bob. So if I name it that, wait for it. There you go. Now he's gonna give me the epilepsy. So next is the background asset. So if you do want one, like you're in custom one, you can put it in mods, images, menu backgrounds. I don't have one, but you also don't need to make it this color. You can change it if you want. Now I'm gonna make this there you go, limo background. I'm not sure if that was the right one. There you go. So he's on a limo, I guess. Next, you can change your display name. So in the top corner over here. So I'm gonna call this E, like that. Next is the week name for when you reset your score. So if you press R to reset your score, this menu appears. It says, do you want to reset this song? So I'm just going to call it an even longer E to hurt people's brains. Next is the week file. So in mods, images, and then you go on to the story menu, you can make your own icon. Make sure to name it the name of you want your JSON file to be at the end when you save it. So I called mine week 9, and that's what the week will be called in the JSON file. If you don't name the same things, then the image will get corrupted, or the week. So I named my image week 9. So now when I save this week, I can't change the name. So you make sure to change your file name if you do want to change it. Next, you can hide it from story mode. It's also a lock setting. So you can do it so the week starts locked, like that. So I'm going to do it so you have to play tutorial, for example, which I'm not going to do, but you can do it if you want. All you have to do is get the name of another week, if you have it. Next, if you click free play over here, it opens up this menu over here. Next, you can change the RGB, so red, green, blue. So this will be red, this will be green, this will be blue. You can also copy a color and paste a color. You can also get the icon, which I'm just gonna, I'm gonna make it BF. And then you can also hide the week from free play if you really want, which I'm not going to do. So if you go click story mode, and because I added a comma, I just realised I made a mistake. Now that we've got this ready, you can click save week, and I'm going to put it in mods, weeks, and don't change the name since it has to be the same name as your image file. Save. Now I can press escape or backspace depending on your device again, and you can press escape again or backspace, and you can press enter on story mode. Now it will always automatically be at the bottom. Now if you want to change this, I remember I wanted to change it, you can go into like this. If you go into assets like this, so I'm on this menu, and you click weeks, there's something called week list. Now this obviously, if I open up my Psych Engine, I put this up, it is the same order. If I put it right underneath tutorial like that, I'm going to name it, and you need to name the same name as your JSON file, which for me was week 9. So now I can click save. Now, if I reload my game, so now that you're in, now that I've changed my order, I've got week 1 and week 1, but this one is a special one. I'm going to go on hard mode, I'm going to click enter. There you go. The flashing automatically happened. In the original version of Psych Engine, you had to get a different icon for it, but nowadays it just adds a blue tint for you. Now that I'm in, I obviously added this dialogue where it says about the crisps and stuff. There you go, so here's the dialogue I added in the last episode. If you want to add it, it'll be in the end card of the next video, so as soon as this video ends, you'll see it in the end card if you are interested in having dialogue. apparently I hit my friend with his versus something mod, which I think I know who it is. Is it someone called... Hang on, let me do some quick. Is it someone called Joe? Couldn't quite remember the name, so had to check my emails. Anyway, so after this cutscene, it will go straight back into the song, like this. Now, I can play. Okay, so next episode, I think I'm going to do it so you can add bot play text, and you can change the accuracy text. So if you want bot play to say cheater or something, I'm going to show you how to do it next episode. Okay, so tune in. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, because there's a lot coming. I'm trying my best, and I'm so happy with the support. Some people would say 36 subscribers isn't a lot, but my last channel took 2 years to get 55 subscribers. You can watch it right now. It's called Mr. Christmas Pudding. I don't suggest you do watch it, though, because it sucks. But if you did enjoy all of that, make sure to like and subscribe. And I just recently made a new video. It was unlisted, but now I've made it public, where it's my old FNF mod for versus Bendy. You can watch it if you wish. I mean, I don't suggest watching it, because if you see my paper corruptive mod and stuff, I definitely am improving. Okay, so make sure to comment down below if you have any problems, and I'll see you next time. Bye!